You are live, right? Okay. There are no days of the week, Miss Snow. Wednesday is the same as every other day, so you're okay. Don't worry about it. Hello, welcome back. Hello, Lorna. Hello, Karen and Marion. Thanks for that advice that you're passing on about getting some points. Well, hello, Kirsten. What a lovely K you have there. Pardon me. My finger slipped on the knob. You know what I mean? Right. It's quiz time, folks. We are live. It's quiz time, quiz time, quiz time. I'm not going to do a little post. Yeah, just really quickly do a post telling folk that I'm live on mention it on Twitter. Let's see if that. I was going to say, see if that brings anybody in. The actual fact that the truth is that I don't even know if it brings anybody in. Live quiz right now. Let's just post that. There we go. Okay. Right, hope you're all okay, everybody. Welcome to the quiz. I'm Dr. Paul. We're about to do the quiz. I'm going to tell you about the quiz. Right now, we should hit the first question in about 3 minutes' time. So make sure you've got a pen and a bit of paper. That's all you need. Look at this wild hairs all over the place. Gave it a wash yesterday, didn't you? Did not use any conditioner, you see, so potentially difficult. Can you hear me okay? I hope you can hear me all right. I'm going to put that down here. Can you hear me okay? Let's hope so. What am I going to do? I'm going to get the quiz on screen now. Let's do that. Let's get moving. I'm not seeing an awful lot of comments coming through, and I want someone to reassure me that you can hear okay. Yeah, right, okay, good stuff. Thanks, Josh. Thanks, Lorna. Thanks, Gary. All right, let's go. Right, so if you've not been here before, let me explain what's going on. It's a really straightforward pub quiz. I'm the quiz master. You're the quiz teams. You may be working alone. You might be working in a team. Phone somebody on WhatsApp. Get them on a group or something like that. You know, get a teammate together and just get them to watch it on YouTube as well. If you want to build a team, we'll leave that up to you. All right. Give us a share. That's what that says there. Just hit the share button. That's really helpful. Thank you very much. If you like the quiz, if you like how it goes, then please give me a share. That'd be lovely. Try and get it shared out there. Get a few more folk in the door. You know what I mean? Answer the questions when they come up. Mark yourself after each round. It's really simple. Most of the time, it's 2 points per correct answer. Don't put any answers in the chat when folk are trying to answer questions, because folk are just trying to answer the questions, you know what I mean? And after each round, you tell me that you're ready. And when there's enough people told me that you're ready, then I'll tell you the answers and you mark yourself. All right. Everybody okay? So last time we played was Monday. I am Smarticus. That's Karen. She was top. Let's get quizzical. That's Denise. She was top as well. Yeah. And then others. I characterised the scores on Monday by comedians. Eric Morecambe at the top there, all those teams. Pajero, Fabians, Quizballers, Chameleons, Marion, Lorna. In the Les Dawson section, the middle section, Noodle Doodles, Porn Dwarfs, Penguin Party Fears 2, Social Outcasts, Spedge, Lumpy Gravy, and down in the Jim Davidson area, in the Love Cats, the Grockles, Sharon Needles, and UK Alliance. Old school comedians, you know. That was last time. That was Monday. So the quiz is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll get you to upload your scores for tonight at the end of the quiz, which will be around about 8 o'clock. And then we'll have a little bit of time after that with some other stuff as well. Yes, we are playing for bread tonight. There's a few more comments coming. They're sort of coming in batches rather than one at a time. So maybe there's a wee blockage in the pipe somewhere. Zoom quiz. Hire me to do a Zoom quiz for your work. Maybe for Christmas, you know. It's only £95, an hour to an hour and a half, a high-quality quiz entertainment. Get in touch. Let me know. And get in touch soonish, because especially the week before Christmas, those slots are starting to get booked, you know. Whoa! There are several possible universes, and they all include James the Baker. He could be coming up your path tomorrow if you win the breed, if you're one of the people who wins the breed. Okay, let's get going with it. There's some previous winners. Happy, happy, happy. Everyone loves getting the bread. Fantastic. Karen was the winner last week. Did you get your bread yet? Have you met the baker yet? I know you met him before, but if you've seen him this time. Okay. Let me know. And it is the best bread ever. Right, here we go. We're ready. It's 6 minutes past. I'm 1 minute behind schedule. That's not too bad. So here we go. We're ready. Round one is the same letter round. That means that all of the answers in this first round begin with the same letter, and that's a big clue. That means you can guess the ones you don't know because you've got the letter. You should be able to work out the letter. So you ready? Don't shout out answers. Just write them down. Here we go. So, number one, the USA. Which city in the US was the original home of Motown Records and was also the setting for the M film 8 Mile, which came out in 2002, I think. Roundabout then, anyway. I'm on the tea tonight, by the way. I'm trying to limit myself to 3 cups of coffee per day, and I've done that already, so I'm on the tea. That's quite nice. Number two, which Scottish liqueur is made of whiskey and heather honey and was made in Edinburgh for 100 years before they moved production through to Glasgow in 2014? So which booze is that? It's a liqueur, comes from Scotland. I think it's got some kind of 1746 type date on the actual label. But it was getting made in Edinburgh for 100 years, and they moved it through to Glasgow in 2014. Which Scottish liqueur is that? Made out of whiskey and heather honey. Okay. Question number 3. And remember, they all start with the same letter in the first round. Name the film. 1989 film. It earned Oscar nominations for both leads. Jessica Tandy and Morgan Freeman. So both lead actors in that film were nominated. Jessica Tandy for Best Actress, Morgan Freeman for Best Actor. What was the film? 1989. Remember, all answers start with the same letter in the first round. Number 4, name the city in Croatia, which became the location for King's Landing, which was the capital of the Seven Kingdoms in Game of Thrones from Series 2 onwards. I've never seen even really a clip of that, let alone a whole episode. But very popular, obviously. But which real city in Croatia served as the location for King's Landing, which was a major setting in that series? And number 5, what is the popular name in Britain for the crane fly, but in North America for the harvestman spider? So 2 different animals, but they both got the same nickname, the same popular name. So in Britain, we use this name for the crane fly, and in America, there's a harvestman spider, and they use this name for that spider. 2 different beasties, 1 nickname. You tell me what they are. Now remember, all the answers begin with the same letter. It's to make it easier. First round should be relatively easy, you know. You tell me if you're ready. That's what I want to know at this point. If anyone's coming late, I'm just going to quickly recap these first round questions, and then we'll do the answers. Number 1, city is the home of Motown Records and the setting for Eminem's film 8 Mile. Name the Scottish liqueur made in Edinburgh for 100 years, and then moved through to Glasgow in 2014. Made out of heather honey and whiskey. Number 3, what's the film? Jessica Tandy and Morgan Freeman, lead actors, both got an Oscar nomination for the film, 1989. What was the name of the film? Number 4, city in Croatia, which serves as King's Landing for Game of Thrones. And crane fly in Britain, harvestman spider in North America. What is the popular nickname for those beasties and creatures? Tell me when you're ready, folks. I wonder if there's something weird going on tonight, because seems to be a bit of a delay getting your comments through. I'm presuming you're commenting on things, but you just tell me when you're ready. That's the thing. Hope everything's working okay. So tell me when you're ready. If you're telling me, let me just have a little look at back end of YouTube because I'm in a different place. Like I'm in the place I'm normally am. But I just wonder. It just seems a little slow tonight. Ah. Right, then a few more just came through here. Right, heeds a mince. Your sinking keeps going out and catching up again. Did anyone miss any questions? So there's something up. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's something up. I wonder if I can go in the back end of YouTube while I'm doing this, or whether that'll break everything. And I don't want to risk it. Okay. Look, I'm just going to go on with it. Hopefully it'll work itself. Hopefully it's going to iron itself out a little bit. Here we go. Right, same letter. So yeah, you give yourself 2 points for each correct answer here. There's just a lot less comments than usual, so I'm just wondering if I'm missing, if some are failing to come through. Right, did you get a letter first of all? It's letter D for dynamite, delay, disaster, and Dundee. But that's not the answers. Here's the answers. Here we go. So Motown Records and 8 Mile, Detroit. Detroit, Michigan. So Detroit is the correct answer. 2 points for a correct answer. You mark yourself, all right? Number 2, Scottish liqueur made out of whiskey and heather honey. Edinburgh, Glasgow, moved through there a few years ago. It's Drambuie. Drambuie is correct. 2 points. And there it is. See, if you look closely at that, I'm sure it says 1746, but never mind that. And it says Isle of Skye as well. Jessica Tandy and Morgan Freeman, that is Driving Miss Daisy. Right, driving me crazy, driving Miss Daisy. There they are. Film Examining Prejudices, by the way. It's always good for an Oscar. Which city in Croatia became the location for King's Landing, the capital of the Seven Kingdoms, Game of Thrones? That is Dubrovnik. There we go. That's the real Dubrovnik at the bottom, and then sort of CGI'd Game of Thrones version at the top. And what is the popular name in Britain for the crane fly and harvestman spider in North America? It's a daddy longlegs. There we go. So 2 points for each of them. That's a possible 10 points, but there are bonuses. You add 2 points on if somebody on your team is a subscriber to the quiz. Hit subscribe now if you haven't, and then you just got 2 points, just like that. Plus 1 point if somebody on your team shares the quiz tonight, actively shares it tonight, and plus 1 if it's your birthday, which it almost certainly isn't, but you never know. Detroit, Drambuie, Driving Miss Daisy, Dubrovnik, Daddy Longlegs. That's the answer. So you tell me what you got, and I'm going to have a look in the back end of YouTube just to see if I can see the comments, because they're not coming through to my bit, which is StreamYard. Yeah, I can see all the comments in the back. Oh dear. Come on, StreamYard. I can kind of look at it here, actually. So I can read the things here. Seems smooth at your end, right? Okay. Everything coming through. Clear and normal in Toll Cross. Thanks for that, Louisa. It's amazing, isn't it? I speak, and it goes down a microphone in a computer. And it gets, I don't know, where's YouTube? California. It somehow goes to California and then back to Toll Cross. Ridiculous. Right, you all getting 13s. I can't really highlight any comments from YouTube, that's the thing. All right, there's a bunch come through. Tres for Therese. Does liking the Facebook page count as being a subscriber? Oh, you're on YouTube. No, you got to subscribe here if you want them 2 points. Any idea about a movie? You're too young for that, Kerry. Right, let's move on. Nice and quick. Hopefully StreamYard's going to catch up with itself here. As I like putting your comments up. See, a load came through. All questions working fine. Yeah, right, okay. I'll just try and relax, get on with it. Right, here we go. Picture round. Round 2 is the picture round. 5 pictures, all with questions, 2 points for each one. Right, trains with faces and souls as well, worryingly. This is one of Thomas the Tank Engine's friends. What is his name? And the clue is that he's got the same name as the dog in Punch and Judy. Didn't Bonnie Prince Charlie give them the recipe? This is talking about Drambuie. Pika Pfeiffer saying the same thing. Don't know, eh? Pretty much sounds like marketing chat, but you never know. I should make up a story about how William Wallace invented the pub quiz or something like that. And has handed his secrets down for generations, and now there's me. Freedom! Right, number 2. The summit of which mountain appears on a packet of Toblerone? Right, Toblerone, one of the most popular of all triangular chocolate bars. And it's got a graphic which is the peak of a particular mountain. Name that mountain. Hoos. Number 3, what job do you have to get in order to be given this London palace as your official residence? And to be honest, from that sort of vista point of view, it doesn't look like much, but the place is massive. That's just one of the doors, right? It goes away back behind, you know. That's like the narrow side. But anyway, you get this house in central London to live in. It's yours, but you have to have a certain job. What job do you have to do to get that house, to get that free house? Who's the movie star? Simple as that. She was born in 1971. Just name her. Nothing complicated about that question. And number 5, big cat. Really straightforward, this one. Leopard or cheetah? There you go. It's a good old school big cat question. What even is that? Leopard or cheetah? What is it? Right, let me know when you're ready. Yeah. Haircut. Well, sort of. Been cutting my own hair. It's nothing. It's nothing even technical. I just pair of scissors. Sit here when I'm working. Just occasionally, just take a bit off. You know, I don't ever do it at one time. Just take a bit off now and again. You know, seems to work all right. Right. I keep wanting to click your comments, but I can't actually see them. No, no, I never. I would love it if he did. Right, I have to recap these. I think I do. Right, name the engine. One of Thomas Tank Engine's friends, got a face and a soul, but he's an engine. Has the same name as the dog in Punch and Judy. He's called somebody the Tram Engine. So what's his first name? Number 2, what's the mountain? Famous mountain in the Alps on the packet of Toblerone. Number 3, what job do you have to get this free house to live in? Right in the middle of London. No rent. Who's she? And what's that? Right, I think you're all ready. Let's do it. Here come the answers for the picture round. Or El Ronde del Imaggio, as they say in foreign. Right, this is one of Thomas Tank Engine's pals. That is Toby. Bong. 2 points for Toby the Tank Engine. Quite difficult unless you know your railway stories books, which I do. Number 2, what's the mountain? It's a Matterhorn. What's the matter, hon? Hey! Number 3. What job do you have to get that place to live in? It's the Archbishop of Canterbury. I can't really do any bonuses tonight because the comments aren't coming through properly. Because I've got a question here. Look, I'll do it on. I'll look at YouTube as I'm doing this. So I'll ask a question. What's the name of the palace? Right? This is to get your name on the wheel first. Answer this. Be the first one to answer that, and you get. Yeah, there we go. Ocats has got it. I can't put it up on the screen because I'm looking at YouTube. But Ocats was first. Lambeth Palace is correct. Well done, Ocats. So I'll just nip over the wheel here. Get your name on it. You are the only name on the wheel. If you're thinking to yourself, what is he talking about? There's a wheel of names. I will spin the wheel at the end for the prizes. So if you want to win anything, you got to get yourself on the wheel. Your big mistake was stopping loving it, Miss Snow. Okay, let's get back to this. Number 4, who she is? Winona Ryder. Yeah. And it's a leopard. She has got mere like dots. The leopards kind of got, like rings on their lovely coats. Doing a wee bit of yoga there. That leopard, first thing in the morning. Going to have a soy latte. Do a bit of stretching. Right, Toby Matterhorn, Archbishop of Canterbury, Winona Ryder, and Leopard. What did you get? What did you score? I'm having a leap between these two things. 6 points for the Peaky Fifers, 10 points for Karen. What's the matter, hon? Hey, got no respect. Chameleons could not get number 1, went Iger for number 2. Ooh, nasty. Thought of Yeoman of the Guard, not Archie. Oh, the Archbishop of Canterbury, right. Best round I've ever had, says Miss Snow. 8 out of 10. Nice one. Didn't get a house. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Louise is saying Cheetah's got big black stripes like tears streaming down its face like there. That's true. Ah, thank you, Mr. Doyle. The rings on the leopard are called rosettes. That's one I knew, but wouldn't have been able to remember. Right, okay, let's get on with it. Let's see if these are coming through any better on StreamYard. So they're still sort of taking their time to come through. I think it's improved slightly. Anyway, shut up, Paul. Get on with it. So what we got? Oh, let's do a Where Am I? So, yeah, we can do this. I'm going to do a Where Am I? First one to shout out the answer in the chat gets their name on the wheel. So I'm going to stop this screen. Whoa! Big Dr. Paul. Let's get this other one on. And I want the name of this city. Okay. So where am I? Just gonna move this around a little bit. Put this back on the chat here so I can see what you're guessing. So there's some people on the streets. People on the streets. People on the streets. Dundee, no, it looks a bit like Dundee actually, but it's not. London, Parma, no. New York, Dundee, Glasgow, Leicester, Manchester, Edinburgh, Sheffield, Glasgow, Newcastle, Manchester, Dundee, Aberdeen, Edinburgh, York, Bradford. Simon's got it. Mr. Spedge is right on the money. It's Bradford. Bradford is correct. I didn't even have to move around that much. I was about to go for a wee wander, but no need. Spedge has nailed that straight away. It's Bradford. Very good. Excellent. Just see if I can. Stuff's appeared here. Nah. Anyway, I was watching that pretty carefully, and Sped, you're first up, so it is indeed Bradford, and you're on the wheel of names. There's some people doing Bradford things. Well, it's maybe a picture rather than a proper street view. Seems difficult to move around. It looks like a really average looking city, doesn't it? It's funny how every British city looks exactly the same now. Anyway, never mind that. Let's get off of that and let's get back to the main part of the quiz. Okay, where are we? This one. Oh, where am I? The answer is Bradford. Where's the doc? I'm in Bradford. Okay, sound round. It's voices again. We did voices on Monday. It's rare for me to do 2 quizzes in a row with voices, but there you are. Here they come. So all the answers are on that list. You have to listen to the voices and pick out the 5 correct answers. So I'm just going to stop this here, background music, get onto the audio round list. Turn up the volume so you can hear them, and I think we're just about ready to go. So who is this first voice? And the answer's on that list.
Bluebell's taught me what love is, and she's made me realise how much my own mother loves me, and I appreciate my mother so much more. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I'm so grateful to be a mother. I love her more than anyone or anything, because I think the key to happiness is to love somebody else more than yourself.
My God, the wisdom is so deep. Right, number 2, who is speaking here?
Yeah, it's really interesting about that, because in my mind, my mentoring with Jim tells me that the minute the Muppets are reduced to being roles that are auditioned for and cast, it takes all of the individuality out of them.
Well, he would say that, wouldn't he? Because he got fired, basically. Who is talking here?
If you're not smiling, balls to you. Lord McKellen of Actashire and Baron Stephen Fry. Rubbish! Kenneth Branagh is the biggest talent to have appeared on Earth since Jesus Christ himself.
They're all going to die horribly.
If you're
They're all going to die horribly. Who's talking about all those actors? Okay. Number 4 is a person talking about the difference between classical music and pop music.
He said, "Oh no, you won't like it. You know, it's high class. That it's very high class, highbrow, and that kind of way. I always used to think of it. I used to think, well, you know, that's very clever, all that stuff, and it isn't. You know, it's just exactly what's going on in pop at the moment. Pop music is the classical music of now." He said,
"Pop music is the classical music of now." Who was saying that? And the last one here is well, who's this?
I never really had any problems with that, and I'm always surprised when people have a fear or a frustration about their combination of sexualities. I think we do better recognizing both, within ourselves.
So there we go. That's the 5 voices. It's much more fun when I can see your comments. I've come back over to where I can see your comments. Louise is saying that she'd been to Bradford quite a few times, but it was always dark. Anyway, I'm going to play those one more time. So the artists are all over there. You just pick the artists off the list. Here they come one more time. First one is a typical celebrity speaking as if they've unlocked the key to the human condition and they really need to share it with somebody.
Bluebell's taught me what love is, and she's made me realise how much my own mother loves me, and I appreciate my mother so much more. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I'm so grateful to be a mother. I love her more than anyone or anything.
Yeah, all right. I think we've heard enough of that. I mean, I don't blame them, to be honest. It's the people who ask the questions. Number 2 is someone who got fired.
Yeah, it's really interesting about that, because in my mind, my mentoring with Jim tells me that the minute the Muppets are reduced to being roles that are auditioned for and cast, it takes all of the individuality out of them. Yeah, it's
Okay. Let me see now. Number 3 is this person.
If you're not smiling, balls to you. Lord McKellen of Actashire and Baron Stephen Fry. Rubbish! Kenneth Branagh's the biggest talent to have appeared on Earth since Jesus Christ himself.
They're all going to die horribly.
If you're
Very good. Number 4 is talking about difference between classical and pop.
He said, "Oh no, you won't like it. You know, it's high class. That it's very high class, highbrow, and that kind of way. I always used to think of it. I used to think, well, you know, that's very clever, all that stuff, and it isn't. You know, it's just exactly what's going on in pop at the moment. Pop music is the classical music of now.
Pop music is the classical music of now. Great stuff. And then the last one, talking about sexualities.
I never really had any problems with that, and I'm always surprised when people have a fear or a frustration about their combination of sexualities. I think we do better recognizing both, within ourselves.
Yeah, probably. Right. There you go. There's the 5. I'm interested to see what Jerry's saying up there about the Drambuie and Bonnie Prince Charlie. He invented it based on Polish honey vodka because his mum was Polish, which I believe is true. And it's called Kropnicz or something. I piss up in the Ukrainian club in Royal Terrace. How I heard that. Right. Yeah, no, might be worth looking into. It might have a grain of truth. Amped up, of course, for PR purposes, but there's some kind of story there. Right. Okay, I'm going to tell you the answers now for this voice round. Most of you are ready. Some guesses as well. Let's find out if your guesses were good ones. Here we go. So the first one, talking about how she's got this amazing insight that having a child makes you love your child. It's really fantastic stuff that these people come up with. It's Jerry Halliwell. It's Ginger Spice, of course. And I see Bill there saying celebrities talk pish, but I mean, it's true. But the thing is, they get asked the question. I mean, they're nobody. They sing and they dance or they act. And then the media has this need to like ask them loads of questions about what they think about things. It's kind of daft. It's mental, but it provides voice clips for this round, so that's all that really matters. Number 2 was oh yeah, Steve Whitmire. Steve Whitmire was sacked from the Muppets. What part did he play? What was the main part that he played? The main voice that Steve Whitmire did. He was sacked, I don't know, about I don't know when he was sacked, maybe 5 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that. Yeah, Karen's right in there straight away with Kermit. Kermit is correct. He was the voice of Kermit. He took over from Jim Henson when Jim Henson died, but they got rid of him in the end. And personally, I think it was a good decision, although apparently there's a new Kermit and the voice is just totally wrong. I've not heard it yet. So anyway, well done to Karen, who gets herself on the wheel. Kermit is correct. So we've got O'Cats, Spedge, and Karen Duff on the wheel. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Frank Oz was the voice of Yoda. Here's another one for you, actually. Here's another just real quick bonus question. I'm stalling so I can get a wee fact about it here, just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Which 1980 film stars Frank Oz in the opening scene playing a prison guard? So Frank Oz is on the list. He was the alternative for Steve Whitmire. But yeah, that's right, Moira. Nice one. Blues Brothers is correct. Frank Oz hands the Belushi Blues Brother guy is kept back when he leaves prison at the start of that film. So Moira is on the Wheel of Names. Right, excellent. Voice 3 was Brian Blessed going on about other actors in mainly derogatory fashion. Number 4 is Paul McCartney talking about the difference between classical and pop. And number 5 is Debbie Harry holding forth her opinions. I don't know. Yeah, probably. She's probably going to get married. But I mean, that's what we know her as. Jerry Halliwell, Ginger Spice, Victoria Beckham. Your boys took one hell of a beating. We'll be saying that when Scotland slot several penalties past the English next June. Going to be great. Right, okay. Crypto. It's time for a crypto. 60-second challenge here now. Don't shout out the answer in the chat on this one. Just write it down. You can say in the chat if you're ready. Just say that you're ready. But it's like a crossword clue, this one. You've got to work out the title of a song from the clue. And it was a song that was number 1 in the UK chart. So here is tonight's crypto. Beta blockers and amphetamines, that should be with an H, amphetamines, on job seekers allowance. So excuse my typo, but I think you get the point. Beta blockers and amphetamines on job seekers allowance. You tell me if you're ready, okay? Just looking at some of your chat for the voice round. Louisa says, I don't even waste the ink writing down Brian Blessed. I just write down BB. Hey, BB. Because he's always there. Because he's got the most value for money for voice in the whole history of voice rounds. A couple of you went for Frank Oz. A couple of you ready. Miss Snow says, no idea. So it was a big song. Well, of course it was a big song. A number 1 hit song. Time's up. Look at that. So the correct answer here is it was number 1 in 1997. You can get this right up till I win or reveal it. 3 points if you get it right. Their answer is the drugs don't work. All right. Beta blockers and amphetamines, they're drugs. And if they're on job seekers allowance, that means they're not working. You know what I mean? Yeah. I see you coming up with typo stuff. Amphetamines, but I saw it first. The thing you get a point if you spot an error before I do. So basically, I've got to not spot it. 3 points. There you go. Right. Okay. Time for Hexo. Hexo. I'm still got this. This is going to carry on all night. I think I can't see your comments in the interface I normally use, so I'm having to look at the back end of YouTube. But it's all right. I can't put your comments up on the screen as much as I normally do. Hey ho. Right, let's press on. Hexo. You know how Hexo works? If you don't know how Hexo works, here's how Hexo works. So you see the grid over there. There's loads of letters, and I'm going to give you clues. Lead singer of Queen. All right, who's that? It's Freddie Mercury, isn't it? So FM, yeah, FM, Freddie Mercury. UK state broadcasters, BBC. So the answers hang together with each other. They are contiguous. But the different answers can be in different parts of the board. You know what I mean? That's just an example to show you how it works. Miss Snow says, is this the word scramble? It's hexo. That's what we call it. So it might be similar to other stuff, but I call it hexo. And you just try to find the answers on the board. Right, so here we go. Here's the actual hexo. Right, number 1 is a novel that came out in 1883. The action of the story begins in a pub. Like all the best stories. The pub is called the Admiral Benbow. Chef thinks it wasn't a number 1. Bittersweet Symphony was. No, The Drugs Don't Work was a number 1. I checked it earlier today, Joe. I'll double check it right now. It was just after Princess Diana died. apparently captured the mood of the nation, as what Wikipedia said. Yeah, UK singles chart #1. Bittersweet symphony, this life. Rubbish, innit? Right. #2, 1904 organization. Well, that means it's an organization founded in 1904, and it is based at the Barbican in London. Its current musical director is a person called Simon Rattle. So, and there's 3 letters. See, the number in brackets is the number of letters you're looking for. So, the first one, the novel, is 2 letters. The second one, this organization with musical director Simon Rattle, is 3 letters. And they're contiguous on the board. Try and find them. #3 on this board is red-haired, furiously bad-tempered Warner Brothers cartoon character, usually pitched against Bugs Bunny. Nice one, Bill. Bill saying, I see you sneaked in a typo in Hexo. T-I-P-O. Nice one. Yeah. Well, you're right. Look, there's someone actually caught a proper typo that I didn't see. It's Louisa. Begins is a pub? Yeah, you're right, Louisa. Should say begins in a pub. Louisa gets 1 point. And first successful typo challenge tonight. Put you on the wheel. Wheel of names. So you're on the wheel as well, Louisa. Well spotted. Okay, #4 in the Hexo is a German state, the largest city of which is Stuttgart. Okay, so Germany is divided into states. You know, their regions, their main regional divisions are called states. There's a state in the southwest of Germany where the largest city is called Stuttgart. What is the name of that state? Now, the thing is about this, it's only 2 letters. You don't actually have to know the exact name of the state. You just got to make sure you get the letters. If you get the letters, you get the points. Cause it's a bittersweet symphony, this life. #5, document. Type of document is longer than a resume, but it does more or less the same thing. Resume, more for work. This thing, more for academic. That's what I read. I don't do these things. I'm self-employed, right? So, but what type of document is that? Okay, right. That's all the clues. They're all on the board. You tell me when you're ready. Tell me when you've got these, and I shall move on to the answers. Bittersweet Symphony's all right, actually. Drugs Don't Work was horrible. Nah, horrible tune. Incredibly popular. Right, quite a few if you're ready. Karen, Louisa, Simon, Richard, Jonathan, Marion, and Beeg. Ready! Troon! Ready! Edinburgh! Ready! Fife! Nobody cares. Sorry, peaky Fifers. What tier is Fife in? Has Fife been locked down for good yet? Here in Edinburgh, all restrictions have been removed. We can do whatever we want now. Bad luck, Ouija's. Right, you all ready? Here we go. Here come the Hexo answers. Right, novel that starts off in Admiral Benbow. That is a small pub on the coast of the southwest of England, and it is Treasure Island. Yeah. Jim Hawkins is working there. Billy Bones is there, and the pirates come in. It's a scene goes on, and it's like, man, Treasure Island. T.I. Thing with all these is you just need the letters. Simon Rattle is the guy for the London Symphony Orchestra, so LSO. Noodle Doodles are saying restrictions haven't been removed from Edinburgh. I'm banking Noodle Doodles on the fact that people are not using me as a news service. I'm kind of joking. Well, I'm joking. And I'm just hoping that folk aren't using my quiz as an actual news service. So, but maybe I should be careful about that. I don't know. Right, red-haired Warner Brothers character, bad temper, guns, loads of red hair, always trying to kill the rabbit. It's Yosemite Sam. YS. You know Yosemite Sam. Ah, you darn rabbit. The German state of Stuttgart is Baden-Württemberg. Big's asking me, we put LPO. Can we get a point? Nah. That's there specifically to make you think London Philharmonic Orchestra. That's why it's there. So no point for that one. You know I'm pretty generous usually, but that's just a wrong answer. Yeah. And number 5, longer than a resume, it's a CV, curriculum vitae. Yeah. Probably spelled that wrong. Curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae. Let's have a look. 2 R's. No, I think I've spelled that right. Okay, cool. What did you score, folks? Okay. I'll give you a bonus question to get on the wheel here. I've just looked up the London Philharmonic Orchestra. What is their home concert hall? What's given as their main base? Which venue in London is the venue for the London Philharmonic Orchestra? Didn't get Yosemite Sam. Was thinking Albert Hall. No, South. That's great, Michael. The South Bequanfific. Aye, South Bank. It's called the Festival Hall. What's it called exactly? The Royal Festival Hall, but it is South Bank. Yeah. The same thing. So that's correct. So Michael is on the Wheel of Names. Yes. Previous breadwinner. Quite recently as well, I think. Just checking at the front end, still not seeing they're coming through too slow for it to be useful. So there you go. That's just makes it a bit clearer. Ross Bandstand. No, Bill. No, that's not right. Right, let's get on with the next bit. Oh, it's Hangman. Right, you ready for this? So I'll need to keep an eye on your comments here. First one is score the Hangman correctly to get the title of the thing we're looking for. We'll get on the wheel and we'll add a point to your score as well. You ready to look? Starting to guess letters before you even see it. Right, here we go. Richard says G. Okay, let's see. It's a 90s song, by the way. You see that? So G. No, there's no G. Margaret Ann says S. Let's have a look at that. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's a pair of S's in that first word. Alistair's given us an M. Let's have a look at that. No M. Miss Snow has given us H. Alistair's given us T. There is an H. And there is a T. Peaky Pfeiffers are asking for an E, please, Bob. Right, come on. Someone's going to get it there now. Someone's going to get it from that, surely. Reach for the stars. No, that's not right. Let's see. HTE. Heeds and Mints are asking for an A. Yes, that's right. Yeah, we have a winner. Simon's got it. Simon is first in the live chat. Jesus to a Child is correct. That's correct. Jesus to a Child by your old pal, George Michael. The the singer out of Wham, which was a vocal group, but he was the singer. They used to put Andrew Ridgeley on stage, top of the pops with a guitar. Give him a guitar. Do that. Well done, Simon. You're on the way. Oh, yeah. Nah, I don't think Simon's won the bread before. That could be exciting. Simon's definitely won prizes before, but I'm not sure he's had the joy of meeting the baker. Sarah got it. Nice one. Well done, Sarah. Right, let's move on. How are we doing for time? We've got 8 minutes left to just fit in 2 quick rounds. I think we can do it. Ready? Here we go. 50-50 is a nice quick round anyway. Just choose the right answer. So, in the J.R.R. Tolkien novel, The Hobbit, what kind of creatures are the characters Fili and Kill, or Fili and Kill? Are they dwarves or are they elves? What are Fili and Kill? Fili and Kill. Don't know how you say it. Again, not the sort of films I watch. I read The Hobbit when I was a kid. I thought it was great. But I wouldn't watch the film. What is the name, this is question number 2, of the river in Connecticut, USA, where they have an annual university boat race that takes place between Harvard and Yale? Is it the Clyde or the Thames? So we say the university boat race here in Britain. We're usually talking about Oxford versus Cambridge. But over there in the States, they've got their own version. It's Harvard versus Yale. What's the name of the river that it takes place on in Connecticut? Is it the Clyde or the Thames? That's question number 2. Number 3, which one of these animals can be turned into pâté de foie gras if it plays its cards wrong? Chicken or duck? Needs a mince scrambling about for a bonus point there. The plural of dwarf is dwarfs. I'm not having that. Dwarves, elves, it's fine. Multiple possibilities of pluralization forms. Dwarfs, dwarves. I'm not even going to look that up. I know I'm right. If someone can prove that I'm wrong, let me know. Number 4, planets. Which planet has a higher mean atmospheric pressure at its surface? That's a typo. That's a bad apostrophe. That apostrophe shouldn't be there. And I spotted that first. Oh, fuck. Sorry, pardon me. You're all at it now. Look, Josh is saying spelling a patty is not quite right. Aye, it is. I'm not French. I don't have to put accents on things, right? Anyway, Earth or Mars, which has got a higher mean atmospheric pressure at its surface? Okay. I'm going to look it up then. I'm going to look up the dwarves thing. Wiktionary. Go to for that. Wiktionary, English language. I'll look up dwarf and it will give me some plural forms. I'll ask you the last question in the meantime. Question number 5 is about currency. The Russian Rouble is divided into 100 of what? 100 kopek or 100 lev? So we divide our pound into pence. What do the Russians divide their ruble into? Is it kopecks or lev? Okay. Let me know when you're ready. I just went back a wee bit there. I'll go back and I'm going to replay these questions anyway, so I'm going the wrong way. Right. So, Fili and Kill, dwarves or elves? Now, I'm just trying to look up the... Yeah, look, noun, plural, dwarfs or dwarves. That was a waste of my time. I knew I was right. Harvard and Yale, where do they have their boat race? On the Clyde or the Thames? It's a river in Connecticut. Which animal can be turned into pâté de foie gras, chicken or duck? I can spell pâté like that if I like because I'm British. Not a Yank or a Frenchman. Which planet's got higher atmospheric pressure at its surface? Earth. Hooray! Or Mars. Boo. Earth's better than Mars, isn't it? Mars is rubbish. And the Russian Rouble is divided into 100 what? Kopek or Lev, right? You tell me when you're ready. What? Josh? Yeah, if you're not, Jesus to a child. Do we get on a wheel? No, you were beaten to that. You were beaten to that by Simon. If that's why you're asking, do I get on a wheel? Oh, Alistair's got one here. Tolkien EI should be Tolkien IE. You know what? I've done this before. I think you're right. Yeah, I get that wrong every single time. I've got to go through my database and do a replace of them all. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. Just checking it. But you are correct. Now, who was that? That was Alistair. Alistair Popple. Are you going to wheel for that? And add 1 point to your score. Kirsten's saying, I think you'll find it spelt little people. You were asking for the patty. No, Josh. You don't get anything for that. That's rubbish. Patty is patty is patty. You've got to fight for your right to patty. Right, here we go. Here are the answers for the 50-50 round. Tolkien, spelt wrongly. Thanks, Mr. Popple, for that one. That is indeed wrong. I'm going to write that down, actually. I need to go through my database and do a massive replace of any mention of Tolkien. I can program it to do that when I'm in bed tonight, so I could be Tolkien in my sleep. Thank you very much. So Fili and Kill are dwarves or dwarfs, whichever you prefer. That's what they look like in the film. The guy in the front looks a bit like Nick, if you know Nick, Uncle Cochon. What's the name of the river in Connecticut where they have the university boat race, Harvard and Yale? It's on the Thames, ladies and gentlemen. Thames is correct. 2 points for Thames. Number 3. Which of these animals runs the risk of getting pâté de foie gras? It's a duck. All right, a duck can be, pâté de foie gras can be a goose or a duck. Maybe anything else, I'm not quite sure. It can definitely be one of those two, though. My notes here. Yeah, it's the liver of either a goose or a duck. All right. Number 4 is which got a higher atmospheric pressure at the surface, Earth or Mars? The right answer is planet Earth. What? Josh is still trying. He's trying hard. He's going for foie gras. F-O-I-E. Well, you see, this time you might have a point, right? Pâté de foie. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. Right. See, the thing is, Josh, when you're right, I'm happy to admit it, and that puts you on the wheel. He's completely right. It's F-O-I-E. Did anyone get that before? All right. See, I thought you were talking about the acute accent on the E. Sorry, Josh. You need to explain yourself sometimes, folks, when you're trying to pick me up. Make sure you know what I'm talking about. Make sure I know what you're talking about is what I mean. Right, Josh, no, you get a +1 and you're on the wheel, okay? Now, was someone else trying to pull me up on someone else? I'm sure I noticed someone else. Tolkien, got that. Janet's trying to say ruble, spelt like rumble. Duck, anyway, for that. Earth and Mars, it's planet Earth. And the last one, the Russian ruble is divided into kopecks. There's 50 kopek. Right, here's one to get you on the wheel. To the nearest 10, how many rubles are equivalent to £1 in today's rates, which I checked earlier on today? We go 50, 600, 1,000, 25, 250, 40, 40, 56. 100. 100 is correct. Janet's got it right. It's basically a ruble is a penny at the moment. So Janet is correct. Janet Marston, right? Okay, there we go. Janet, you're on the wheel. Oh, it might be that these are coming through a little bit more quickly on the front end now. That's good. Because that'd be good if it caught up with itself before the end. Are people still arguing about pâté de foie gras? In fact, it's not even, it's just foie gras on Wikipedia. Not even pâté de... Anyway, boring. Let's get on with it. Right, let's get on to that last round. It's now 2 minutes past 8. You see, that's what happens with the pendant thing. Dwarves, Thames, Duck, Earth, Kopek. Nice. Double or bust, right? You know how to do double or bust. This is the last round for the main part of the quiz. You get 4 points for a correct answer. That's double, but you run the risk of going bust. So if you put a wrong answer down in this round, you get 0 points for the round. Get your head cut off, right? 0 for the round. That's bust. You keep the points from before, but you get 0 for this round. Now, to avoid going bust, you can leave blanks. If you leave blanks, if you don't answer a question, you don't get bust on it. But if you answer it and put an actual wrong answer, that's where you get busts. So I think you know what I mean. Kirsten's on good form tonight. Right, okay, let's... I'll talk about ruble and ruble later. I think I'm right, and I've got a long explanation, but we need to get on with this, right? So number one is about pop music. The bands Big Bang and EXO are examples of K-pop bands. What does the K stand for in K-pop? This is not me. Don't shout this out. We're back to asking write-you-down questions here. Okay, so double or bust. What does the K stand for in K-pop? Popular with the youth these days. Number two, which EU country includes Zadar and Osijek amongst its 5 most populous cities? So if you did a list of the 5 largest cities in this country, the list would include Zadar and Osijek. Which EU country is that? That's question number 2. Number 3, which famous UK TV quiz show has the same name as Bill Sykes' dog in the Charles Dickens novel Oliver Twist? So in Oliver Twist, there's a character called Bill Sykes. Bill Sykes has a dog, and that dog has the same name as probably the greatest UK TV quiz show of all time. Craig's been at Osijek, so he should get that right. It's not always guaranteed when Brits go abroad that they know what country they're in. But Craig looks like the sort of guy who would actually know where he's going. Number 4, animal architecture. Most Scottish-based people will get this. Which animal is the widely used nickname for the concert venue in Glasgow, which is officially known as the Clyde Auditorium? So Clyde Auditorium is the official name. What animal is the widely used nickname for that venue, for that building? And that's number 4. Here comes the last question tonight in the main part of the quiz. Get this right. It's a what year question. What year was the final episode of the TV series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air broadcast. So the last episode of the last series, not including any reunion specials or any rubbish like that, but, you know, when did it finish? When did they stop doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Is the basic question. If you get within 2 years of the right answer, you get the points. If you're outside of 2 years, you get bust. Okay? Now, we're getting people declaring balls out. If you don't know what that is, folks, it means that they're going for all 5. It means they've put their balls on the table, laid out like that. There, ready to be flattened by the dictionary of truth. Should that happen? It's a risk, but it's an exciting risk. Okay. Quick recap, then I'll tell you the answer. So Big Bang, EXO are K-pop. What does the K stand for in K-pop? I think most of you know that these days. Number 2, J.R.R and Osijek. Craig knows this one. But do you know it? What country are they in? Number 3, Bill Sykes' dog out of Oliver Twist. It's got the same name as a UK TV quiz show. What is that name? It's a one-word answer, by the way. He hasn't got a dog called Family Fortunes or anything like that. Number 4, the Clyde Auditorium. What animal does it look like, and therefore is its nickname? Number 5, the last year that they did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in West Philadelphia. Born and raised on the playground where he spent most of his days, and then he did Fresh Prince. And when did that come to an end? Oh, here we go. Sykes. You know what? I don't care anymore. I think I should put a limit on the pedantry thing. Either that or I should just try and get them right in the first place. These are wrong anyway. It's S-I-K. You know what? I remember editing this. I used to have it as Y, and I remember editing it because it is S-I. So sorry, folks. I got that one right. Okay. Balls are out, says Kirsten. Normally keeps them tucked away. Before I show you the answers, I'm just going to remind you that I'm doing this for tips. I'm struggling to stay alive here in Quizland. So any kind of tips are very gratefully received indeed. You know what I mean? So there's a link down in the description, actually, if you miss it. But there's the link. I've just put a link in the chat. Hopefully it'll hopefully you'll find it in your heart to give me 2 or 3 quid, right? Thanks very much. You don't have to, of course, it's free, but if you're not tipping, then please share the quiz, and please like the quiz. Yeah, that's pretty cool when you like the quiz, because that's completely free, liking the quiz. So you might as well do that. Right. Anyway, here we go. Here come the answers. And then we'll go play a few more games to get a few more names on the wheel. Then we'll spin the wheel. All right. So all coming up pretty soon. So here we go. That's the replay of those questions. Ready? I think you're all ready. Here we go. So the K in K-pop. You all know this one by now. It's K for Korea. Do you need PayPal, says Kate? No, you don't actually. You can go through that PayPal thing, and you can use a normal credit card. I'm going to set up Patreon soon, so you can save doing it every time. You can do a little regular one if you want to. Okay. Yeah, no, that's the first Sykes I think of if I hear the name Sykes, and he was a Y. I think this is caught up with things, right? Okay, there's Big Bang. That's who they are. J.R.R and Osijek. It's Croatia for the second time tonight. Croatia's in the quiz. Croatia is correct. 4 points for Croatia. Ooh, did you get bust on that? I wonder if anybody said Czech Republic or somewhere else similar. Number 3, Bill Sykes' dog, spelled correctly, is Bullseye. Do you know, if you go to the newsroom at the bottom of Easter Road, they've got a bendy bully. from Bullseye. So one of the regulars years ago went on the show and won it and donated the Bendy Bully to the pub. It's up on the gantry in the pub. Legendary. Right, number 4. The Clyde Auditorium is the Armadillo. See? Looks exactly like a cockroach, so they called it the Armadillo. And number 5, right, this is the real crunch here. It's actually earlier than I thought it would be. The last episode went out in 1996. So if you said anything between 94 and 98, then you got the points. See, I thought that sort of thing might have gone on for about 10 years. It would maybe be finishing around about 2000. But it was 6 series. It ran from 1990 to 1996. So 1996 is the exact correct answer. And if you said anything between 94 and 98, then you got the points. Miss Snow is pleased with the Armadillo. Need a tip later. PayPal's playing silly bugs. You can tip anytime you like, Karen. It's open day or night. Thank you, Noodle Doodles. Appreciate it. I tell you, right, I'm going to put up the link. No mucking about tonight because I'm a wee bit behind time here. Because that pedantry kind of gathered pace, didn't it? I'm happy to do the pedantry. It does make me take a lot more care putting it together because I don't want to give away points for pedantry. I will, if you're right. So is this the right one? Have I put the right link there? Yeah, score upload. So click on that link to upload your score. It's just your name and your score. And I'll make a league table of those later on and put it on Facebook. But we're going to be spinning the wheel pretty soon. So I need some more names on there. What we got? 48. Awesome for me. Nice one, Louisa. 34 this time. I think that's an improvement, isn't it? Miss Snow, see you getting there. It always goes this way. You always get and at the real quiz as well, like this is a real quiz, but like the real life quiz in the pub, the face-to-face quiz, you'd get people who come in and they're pretty low scoring, you know. But then they kind of get the gist of it and the scores start to go up. It's very satisfying. Yeah. It got a bit mental towards the end, last 2 rounds, didn't it? Le Tremblant at 60. Jose Augusto, Appreciation Society. Oh, you're with them. That's a team used to come to the newsroom. And they went to Portugal. Now, I think I'm remembering this correctly. They went to Portugal on holiday, group of male friends, and they're at a football stadium. They goes to some football stadium, and there's a guy, and he's like, talks to them and all that sort of stuff. It turns out he's famous, you know. I'm Jose Augusto. It's Jose Augusto, the famous Portuguese player. And as far as I remember, they didn't realise who it was. They found out after. And so now they are the Jose Augusto Appreciation Society. I might have got that story wrong, but it's something like that. Yeah, see? Yeah, catching up on Bill. 24 the first time. Yeah, you see, it's going up. You're getting the hang of it, you know. 67 for Lumpy Gravy. Very good. 56 for Ollie. That's okay. Just the two of you. Yeah. Decent. Not being pedantic. Sponsor page on the website. All right. You're sorting a new brewery sponsor for me. Fuck's sake. Nice one, Louisa. Get in touch. Right, I'll change that. It's funny that my actual website is almost like the last place I check to update things. Yeah, that's the one I mean. Yeah, I've been doing the quiz in the newsroom for nearly 10 years, I think. Right up until March this year. There's Josh. We went to Benfica and he was the Portuguese equivalent of Kenny Dalglish. Was he semi-coherent but quite good at football? 72, nice one, Marion. 70 for Kirsten, great stuff. Great to see Xenon back. It was actually your photograph of bread that I used earlier on tonight, Xenon. to advertise tonight's quiz in various places. I think I sent it out on the email. Nice picture. Thank you very much. I don't think it was that old. Newsroom. Aye, it's been around for a long time. It was the Iron Duke, I think, before that. Right, let's get some more names on the board, on the wheel, before we get spinny. So what are we going to do? Listen, there's two things you can do. You can phone in and play true or false. Have we got some true or false? Yes, I do. I'm going to open up my true or false selection here. So I'll give you a link to phone in, or you can all take part and we'll do Kazula-palooza, right? So copy to clipboard, because I think the sync is back in sync. I'm not sure if that's entirely true, Miss Snow. It's I think sometimes with PayPal there's I mean, I should make it easier, obviously, but there's a little thing that says ignore this and pay with a credit card, I think. Anyway, actually, you sent me a message, didn't you? Yeah, sorry. I'll sort that out. I'll reply to you. I forgot to reply to you. Right. So there's two things we can do, folks. We can either you can phone in, and Alistair's waiting. He's going to be joining me in just a second. Or you're all welcome to have a go at Kazula-palooza, right? Let me just get some Kazula-palooza on screen, and we'll play it like everyone's shouting out, okay? So Kazula-palooza is there, and that's the Kazula-palooza lineup for tonight. But in the meantime, let's say hello to Alistair now.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, you know what? I've got to turn the volume up. I could just about hear you, Alistair, but give me a couple of seconds and I'll just get this turned up.
Okay.
There you are. Right, fantastic. How's things?
Yeah, very well. Yourself? Can't complain.
Yeah, it's looks like it's dark outside where you are.
Yes. Yep.
Tell everybody where you are and where you come from yourself.
Just out in Edinburgh, top of these walk. So obviously been a regular one of your quizzes for many years. So yeah.
Where about are you from yourself?
Well, I've lived in Edinburgh for about 20 years now. So yeah, just originally from Kent, but lived in Edinburgh for a very long time. Yeah.
Well, you don't really sound like a Kent person anymore. It depends. There might be different types of Kent people, because there was a guy from Kent on Potmaster with Ken Bruce the other day.
Oh, right.
Yesterday, in fact, and he had the worst accent I've ever heard in my life. Ken. Oh yeah, I'm currently looking for work, Ken. You know, I haven't, and you know, I like all sorts of music, Ken. All that. I got my ears. Dude, man, nothing. Anyway, let's play true or false. So you know how this is. Well, this is. I've done this. It's a one-shot wonder. I'm going to give you one true or false question. You get it right, you're on the wheel. Get it wrong. Okay. Say cheerio. So it's just a one-shot wonder, right? So I think I've asked the one about the snake already. I'll delete that. In the night, right? True or false? In the 1920s, Niagara Falls completely froze over. Is that true or false? Back in the 1920s, it was so cold that Niagara Falls completely froze over. Do you reckon that's true or false?
I'd say true.
That is true. Yeah. On the wheel. It's as simple as that, folks. Have you ever been to Niagara Falls?
I've never been. No, that's somewhere I'd always love to go and love to visit, but no, never been.
Well, you see, the thing is, if you go to Niagara Falls, you're not guaranteed to get a good story. Me and the wife went to Niagara Falls, but we were just driving across the border. It's happened to be where we drove over, and we got stopped. And we had to spend about 3 hours in the thing answering questions. And by the time it came out, it was dark. Couldn't see anything anyway. So it's
wow.
Places don't go there. It's rubbish. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, anyway.
See you later. Right, we've got a couple more lined up for true or false, and then we will do Kazula Palooza before I spin the wheel. So who's here? Oh, it's Mr. Doyle. All right. Hello.
Hi there.
Hello. How's it going?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Great.
Now, I know you're in Glasgow, Mr. Doyle. You're completely locked down. Is there an armed policeman outside every house?
In my area, we probably could do with that.
Yes. I, for one, welcome our new enforcers. Yeah, just bring a little bit of order to the area. Yes.
Mm.
How do you deal with lockdowns, Mr. Doyle? Does it upset you, or are you okay with it?
Turns out there's a joke going round, sort of saying basically, sir, I'm planning to be antisocial after Corona comes to an end. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain group of people, which sometimes includes me, where it's
really
like, this is okay, you know. It's like I don't have to go to parties and stuff like that, you know. I like a party. Anyway, I'm going to hit you with some true or false here now. Get your spider sense. Okay, true or false? Let's try and find something good. It is more likely to be a hot day in London on a Wednesday than it is to be a hot day on a Sunday. Is that true or false? So in central London, it is more likely to be hot. It's more likely to be a higher temperature on a Wednesday than it is on a Sunday. Is that true or false?
I know there's something about rain at weekends, so I'll actually go with true.
It is true. Yeah, it's absolutely true. The urban heat island effect. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastically true. There's just more people cutting about, more going on, and it generates more heat, and that's the way it is. So it's warmer on a Wednesday than it is on a Sunday. Thank you, Jonathan. You're on the wheel.
Thanks.
I'll see you later. Cheerio. Right. And our final true or false person is Miss Snow. Well, hello. Yeah, I think you need to turn your microphone on.
Oh,
yes.
I do. I got it on. Yeah. Got my drink going.
I call you Miss Snow, or do you have a first name, or what?
It's Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie. How are you doing?
Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. I'm probably going to get this wrong.
No, you're probably going to get it right. That's the best way to think about it. So what have you been doing today?
Working and then drinking. So that's about it.
Yeah, well, you've got that the right way around, you know, at least. I'm going to with a true or false question and see how you get on, and then we've just about got time for a little bit of Kazula Palooza. So, let me see. True or false? During the 1880s, Queen Victoria kept a pet camel at her palace at Balmoral in the Scottish Highlands. Is that true or false? Queen Victoria had a pet camel which she kept up at Balmoral. Is that true, or is it just a load of hump?
I'm going to say false, but I wouldn't rule it out, I suppose. But false.
I see you're trying to leave something on the table.
No, it's false.
Oh, it's false. You're correct. You're absolutely correct. No, she didn't have a camel. What was she going to do with a camel? You know what I mean? She had she used to take I think cannabis or heroin or something like that.
Was she fucked up? Yeah, she was pretty out of it, but cool. Yay!
Anyway, I've put you on there as Miss Snow. So you are on the wheel, Canadian person. Yeah, there's some Canadian.
I'm so excited.
Nice to see you. Nice to talk to you. See you later. Bye. Very good. Right. Okay. Well done, Stephanie. That's what they're saying. Louisa, you managed to turn this compliment to a Canadian into an attack on Americans. Nice work. Right. Yes, don't worry. Here comes Kazula Palooza. So let's get Kazula Palooza on. What am I got? No, I had it on already. I've got to get it back on. Right, okay. So here we go. Right. What which Kazula Palooza would you like to hear, folks? Which one of the 9 would you like to hear? I'm just getting the beatbox on. That will help us nail down the tune. So while that's turning on, I'll just get the kazoo out, get a little bit warmed up. Doesn't sound too good tonight, to be honest. Right, let's have a look. See what you're going for. The Doors. Gary's first to respond, and he's going for The Doors. Okay, so what I've got to do is just go over here. I'll go to my Kazula Palooza thing. I'll look up the BPM, which is 120. So if I set a pattern of 120 on the BPM, then that should give us a reasonable sort of measure of how this is going to sound. Let's just... all right, here we go. I'm going to try and remember what tune it is. Hey, that's it. Oh, Cats has got it. It's People Are Strange, yeah. Listen, that was all right. That was quite good, wasn't it? Oh, Cats, listen, you're already on the wheel, so the next to answer was Gary, so I'm going to put Gary on the wheel. That's the new way I'm doing this, which is one person on the wheel at a time, I think. So Gary is not on the wheel already, so Gary is now on the wheel. Okay, what we got? It's 28 minutes past. Got time for one more. Now, I don't know what it's like at your end, but it looks like it's disappeared at this end. Let's just try that again. Application window. What the hell's happened here? All right, it's because I did the full screen thing. Right, okay. All right, Graham wants Where Am I? I'm keen on the kazoo. Aye, we're doing kazoos tonight. People remember your name when you're strange. Right, what's next? ABBA, you go for ABBA. Is ABBA on there? No, you got to choose something that's on the board. Sexy Time, right, okay. I don't have ABBA up there and I can't see it, though. Let's get rid of the Doors. And now we're going for Sexy Time, right, okay, get ready for this. I've got to just go... See, I've made a note of the BPMs. This is good, getting the beat on, because it just helps a bit. First one to shout it out will get the thing. So, Sexy Time, let's see, that is 112 beats per minute. Let's see what that sounds like. I think you're going to get this straight away. That's it. Yay! Perfect. It is. It's Rod Stewart. See, I think I'm sexy. Kerry gets it right. Kerry is first in with the answer, so Kerry goes on the wheel. It's loads easier with the beat. Come on! It's overtime. We've got time for one more. You want to do one more? Right, one more. Come on. Which one do you want? One more name on the wheel. Who's in? What do you want to hear? Wacko, Hip Hop 95, 1962 Royal Soul hit, Elvis, Cher, old TV quiz theme, or Human League? What's it going to be? Well done to Kerry for getting that. Rod Stewart. And first to respond was Cats going for the Human League. All right, okay, let's get the Human League on. One of my favourite bands. So, which Human League song is it? Oh, good. This one. So, here we go. It's going to make the beats slightly different. That one, and that one. Let's see what this sounds like. Richard's got it. As if they were still lovers. Right, there it is. Richard's got it. It's Louise. Yes. That's the name of the song. In case you don't know. Which is about 1985. Absolutely great song. I completely murdered it like I do everything on the kazoo, but it is one of the greatest records ever written. Right, okay, we are over time. I better spin this wheel. Got loads of names on the wheel tonight, which is exactly what I was kind of hoping for. So I'm gonna. So well done, Richard. That was excellent. Let's get rid of the Human League, and we'll get rid of this screen. I'm going to get the wheel on right now. This is of a tiny sign. Just careful what you have to say. Right. Spin the wheel. That's what they're saying. Right. Okay. Prizes in reverse order tonight. First prize tonight is a fairly recent copy of Viz. Right. It's got a story about heroin sausages in it. Right. So Viz is first up tonight. Who's going to win this copy of Viz? Let's spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Michael, Simon, Alistair, Josh, and Janet!
Janet Marston.
Janet Marston. Computer lady did that one pretty damn well. I need to write down the outcome of that. We're going to have a couple more spins. We're going to work up to the bread. So, Janet, you get Viz. Very entertaining. Second prize tonight is literally, we're doing bread, we might as well do soup, right? So, Ainsley Harriott, Scottish style chicken and leek soup in sachets. Okay, so we are going to spin the wheel for the Ainsley Harriott Scottish style chicken and leek cup soup. Here it goes. Right, who's getting soup? Kerry, Richard, O'Cats, Karen, Boy, Lisa, Michael, Simon. All right. Simon gets the soup.
Simon Hatliff.
Hey, Simon Hatliff, yeah. He knows it, computer lady. Right, here we go. Hold your hands up, folks. It's time for the bread. Hold your hands up. Pray to the bread. Pray to all the loaves. Pray to the loaves. Pray to the flour. To the risen flour, the newly risen flour. Hallelujah. God say his name. James Baker. Right, here we go. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win the breed? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be you? Will you get it before your deed? Miss Snow, Gary McInnes, Kerry McDonald. Kerry! Yes!
Kerry McDonald.
Wow. Perfect pronunciation from the computer lady, and Kerry is the winner of the breed. Fantastic. It is exciting, Josh. That's the great thing. In fact, you know what? I'll do one more because I always do a scratch card, and I've not done a scratch card yet. So I'm going to spin one more time, and we're going to get a scratch card on. Right, last prize, £100,000 in scratchy goodness. Here we go. 100k, spinning around and make my day. Scratch it off. Make it good. Make me a millionaire. Divided by 10. It's Alistair Popple. All right. Now, that was
The last Dairy Popple.
Alistair Popple. Thank you, computer lady. That was one of the pedantry one, wasn't it? So, well done, Alistair. Alice, I better write down the right Alistair here because there's a couple of Alice's. Alistair Popple gets the 100k. Kerry gets the bread. And we're done. Look, Kerry's saying this. I've had the breed loads. I've had it a few times, you know. Someone else can get it right now. This sometimes happens. An act of astounding generosity leads to a respin. We're going to respin the breed. We're going to respin the breed. Go. This is for the breed again. The excitement continues. Who's going to get it this time? It's got to be someone in Edinburgh, by the way. Miss Snow, Gary McInnes, Richard Rennick, Ocats is definitely not in. Well, not last time I looked. I think you're down south. Ocats.
Ocats.
Right, Alistair, listen. You can be our breadwinner. Alistair Popple, you can be the breadwinner if you're in Edinburgh. And I'll send the scratch card to Ocats and to Kerry. I'll send Kerry a scratch card at least. Nah, it's James the Baker does it himself. And he won't even go as far as Rathel. No more respins. We're going to see what happens. Is Alistair, if Alistair Popple is still here, and if Alistair Popple's in Edinburgh, then he gets the bread. Alistair Popple, tell us if you're here. Who won the foie gras? Nobody won the foie gras. Oi, where's your foie gras? This is the one little. Nobody wants the bread, right? Josh, Alistair's out. Doesn't want the bread. Listen, what about earlier winners on the spin? What about Simon? Simon Hatliff? Are you here? Do you want the bread? Because I've got too many prizes now, because I keep adding on scratch cards. So I've got a massive postage bill coming up. Simon, are you here? If you're here and you want the bread, let us know. Too scared for what she had to say. Janet, you can have the bread. Right, that's it. We'll swap it round. Right, Janet's got the bread. Alistair's got Viz. Simon's got the soup. Kerry's got a scratch card. And Ocats has got a scratch card. Right, that's it. Prizes are done. Well done, everybody. Wee bit of chaos at the end, but that's nothing new, is it? Yeah, you'll have to wait till next time, Miss Snow. No, Janet beat you to that one. It's all good. It's all good. Right, so Janet's got the bread. Simon's got the soup. Alistair Popple has got this. Now, Janet, you have to send me your address, right, so that I can pass it on to the baker. Send that on Facebook. Now, Alistair Popple, I don't remember sending anything to you before, so I need your address as well so I can send you your prize. Kerry, I've got your address. Oh, Cats, I thought you were down south, but if you're in Inverness, if you've got a different address, send me that so I can send you a scratch card. And that's us all done. Okay, thanks for doing the quiz, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope it sounds all right at your end with the kazoo. I hope the rhythms and time with my kazooing, because it's really helpful just having that beat. Helpful for me, you know. La 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 la. They're absolute belters. It must be said. It's true, Louisa. Good with the beats. Aye. In fact, well, I'll listen back to it later on just to see if you already got a PM over. Nice one, Janet. Thanks very much. Yeah, there are 4 loaves, and they are enormous. The thing to do is share them out with friends. Get around to a friend's house if that's still legal to even visit a friend, and hit them with some mighty bread. Fantastic. Right, thanks for coming to the quiz, folks. I really appreciate the tips that have come in and do come in sometimes, and I'm just going to give you that donation link one more time. If you're ever looking for it, it's always in the description. One of you was asking in a message that I didn't reply to about donating a different way. If you want to do that, send me a message and I'll send you my bank details. I don't want to put them out public. I'm not quite sure how it could be abused, but it just doesn't feel like the right thing to do to put bank details out there. So, yeah, I thought you would, Janet. Yeah, perfect. Sharing it out amongst Canamil's types. That's the thing. Excellent. Thanks very much, Richard. Appreciate that very much. I'm not that type of doctor. I keep telling people. And they keep pulling me to the front of crowds where there's people injured. I'm like, I'm not that kind of doctor. And they're like, Disney Ma, save him. A quizmaster, Disney Ma. If you're a quizmaster, you must know how to do everything. Fix this guy. It's tough, you know. Listen, that's my tip. Don't just go around calling yourself doctor unless you can handle the heat, folks. Because you do get heat. To be honest, the main heat you get is people who've actually earned their own PhD through hard study, spending lots of years and effort working on a PhD in order to call themselves doctor. And then they're like, who's this prick in the pub calling himself Dr. Paul? And they come up and they say, what's your doctorate in? And I say, look, I'm the greatest quizmaster there is, so I'm Dr. Paul. No, what institution is that from? I says, it's self-awarded. I gave it to myself because I've put the years in here. And they don't like it. They do not like it. So-called real doctors, you know, they just don't like this guy in a pub calling himself doctor. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't mind them calling themselves doctor. I mean, live and let live, right? Cool. Well, I had fun tonight. I hope you did as well. Please like this if you haven't already. Just before you go, hit that like button. Really helps. Or think it really helps. I've read stuff saying that likes helps. I don't know if it does. I'm not privy to the algorithm. Not privy to much. And if you've got any spare time, the best thing to do is to listen to the Human League. I'll sort you out. Sleep tight. You betcha. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Richard. Right, I'm out here. Just about time to put my kid to bed and finish off watching Carry On Doctor, which I started watching last night. It is brilliant. Thanks to everybody for playing. Well done to all the prize winners. I'll get them all sorted out pretty soon. All right. Bye.